This is culturally inappropriate.
Bless up, bless up. It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, conversation and review. Shout out to my girl, Riva TV. We're going to have an adult conversation. She has some things to say. I have some things to say. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Let's get to work.
So let us. One word.
I just feel like we have to have deep dive conversations, and based off of a lot of the things that have been out there in the public about her divorce and her graduation and all these things.
My marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. Mm-hmm. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation.
It's like, we're seeing the after effects. And I really, really want to get into it because very recently, Tia Mowry ended up posting this picture on her social media. And as you can see, it's kind of like a flirty picture. It has a man's hand around her neck or whatever. So kind of like making it seem like no face, no case, like this is my man. And, I'm going to try to, put this out there so people can assume or think whatever it is that they're thinking, that the man in that photo was her makeup artist. And, so it was posted all over the blogs on social media. And quickly, in the comment section, somebody instantly was like, that's her makeup artist. So then, I personally clicked on the link and went to the makeup artist page. And you can clearly see that this is somebody who has a direct correlation with Tia Mowry. Scrolling down on the social media, you see, all the posts that are including her and what she has done her makeup. And then things take a turn when I not only realize that that's her makeup artist, but also the fact that that person is in a relationship. Okay, it gets to a point of behavior that we have to call out, and it's just corny.
A lot of individuals will spin this narrative, the whole fake narrative, and we know what time it is. I'm going to be using my own situation to add to this context, and we're going to bring this thing home. A large number of individuals have a hard time with facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Basically saying you fucked up. And instead of admitting that you fucked up, to make it seem like I'm doing better without you. But deep down inside, I'm hurting and I can't live without you.
Situation, I just feel that Tia has been on this campaign of trying to, find herself after divorce and having, the identity detachment from her sister and just being in herself and finding out who she is, right? And I think everybody is aware of that. She even posted like this whole thread on her social media, basically saying those same things that I'm saying right now. She posted this thread on her social media and it says, things I've learned in my 40s. Who am I if I'm not a wife? Who am I if I'm not a mom? Who am I if I'm not Tia from Sister Sister? After my divorce, I asked myself, who am I if I'm not a wife? Who am I if I'm not a mom? Who am I if I'm not Tia from Sister Sister? And for the first time, I finally answered, I'm me. For a long time, I was living a life that looked right on paper, house, marriage, kids, career, but I had to get really honest and ask, is this actually making me happy?
Those should be the questions you should ask yourself before you get married. One thing you don't want to do is hurt someone or bring someone into your world where there is unfinished business that you have with your past. And that's one of the things that I had to learn from my 14-month marriage. But this is the type of adult conversations many need to have.
Therapy helped me slow down. I stopped moving in my subconscious and started making conscious choices. Why do I behave this way? What do I really want? What do I do just for me? I used to think being strong meant pushing through everything. Now I know being strong means sitting in the grief, letting myself cry, and still trusting I will get through this. It's okay to explore my spirituality outside of what I was told faith had to look like, to ask questions, to be curious, and to build my own relationship with God in a way that feels true to me now. My 40s have been my rebellion era. Not wild and reckless, but quietly brave. Choosing my truth over expectations, choosing what feels aligned, even when it surprises people.
See, I hear all of this stuff here, but since you're doing all this soul finding, you're doing all this soul searching, coming into you, coming into self empowerment, why not go back to your ex and apologize to him? Apologize for what you've done. Take ownership of what you've done. Receive it. That same conversation would go towards my ex-wife. Take ownership of it. Go back, apologize. This is what you've done. And ask for forgiveness, since everybody's going on this self-searching tour. I'm choosing self-love, self-this. Oh, that's cool. But when you going to go back to the person that you hurt and apologize and ask for forgiveness and make it right?
I spent most of my life worrying about the future, planning the next job, the next step, the next chapter. Now I'm finally learning how to live in the present, to actually feel my life while it is happening. I'm trying new things, meeting new people, allowing myself to explore. I'm not judging the fact that I'm different from who I was 20 years ago or even 3 years ago. The biggest thing I learned in my 40s is that peace is non-negotiable. I can love my kids, love my work, love my people, and still choose me. This is the version of me I am choosing now. So I think we're all aware that she's in her rebellion era. Okay? I think ever since she posted that clip on TikTok when she said that she was in her hoe phase.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase right now. Happiness over everything. Where's your mind?
I think everybody knew. I think even the risque photos that she posts on social media, just like this one, and even the ones that I showed you guys that were in that thread, I think we're all aware that she is breaking the mold of everything that we thought that she was, and maybe even everything that she thought that she was.
And like many others, reality will start to set in. Reality will bust you square up in your damn mouth. What's going on with Tia Mari? A large number of women that have done this will begin to experience. Well, you could probably say if you switch the goalposts, a large number of men will experience that same thing too. Okay, fair enough. But when you have something good, see, anyone can be replaceable. But when you have something good and that individual was good to you, that right there is irreplaceable.
Okay? Tia Mari is a very attractive woman. I think she's very pretty. I think that she looks great, especially for, whatever age that she is. I think she'll give these young girls a run for their money. Okay? I think she looks very great. I really do. Just being genuinely honest. She looks fit. She looks, healthy, all that. No, not taken away from that at all. But I think there's a deeper rooted sense that we need to have a conversation about. And I think that as much as she's going through her own explorative journeys and she's doing her own things and she's on social media and parading around, presenting this happy and present lifestyle,
I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce.
It's very imperative that you pay attention to facial micros and body language. She knows she fucked up. And the more she doesn't admit it, and she sticks to her guns and her ego, because now a large number of people are seeing it. Just like what my ex did. Time went past. And now they're beginning to see it. Well, she said this, but I didn't do that. I never once went on social media and spoke negative and threw flame. When the person knows what they did was wrong and they try to stick to their guns, the shit can only last so long. And there's individuals that read between the lines. And when they start connecting the dots,
Rumor is Tia carried her ass back to the house. She got a purse. She put a purse up under here. She got water. She put her glasses on. And she said, open the door.
And she played into it, right? She played into it by posting a plethora of pictures on social media and kind of making it seem like it was more than it was. And when people kind of found out that that wasn't necessarily the truth, then she posted on social media the video of a questionnaire.
Goes down in the DM. Would you marry me if you knew me well? What the hell? What the helianti? Are you interested in younger men like myself? How young we talking? Not you outside again. I thought y'all were back together. Let's normalize co-parenting in a healthy way. Things don't always have to be toxic. But yeah, I'm outside.
escaping reality. And a lot of times, those things come from unresolved childhood issues. And this is why I always highlight and I always say that if you have unfinished business with your past, you need to deal with that because it will pop up in areas of your life as an adult. Social, relationship, marriage. A large number of individuals will self-sabotage a relationship and or marriage. In their mind, they have created their own reality. In their minds, they have already checked out. They have checked out spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually. That narcissist behavior, it is real. Blame shifting, not accepting reality, not accepting accountability, and wear this mask like everything is good. I'm living my best life. I'm doing things, but behind closed doors, you crying, you hoping, you wishing that you had that person back. Because ain't no one else gonna do what that person has done. That person's irreplaceable. And you really fucked up and now you seeing it. The grass ain't greener on the other side.
Instantly that guy, that had that picture with her was actually her makeup artist. I don't know if she even thought that through fully or if she was just trying to be funny or troll, whatever. But it just gives I'm trying to prove to everybody that I'm just so happy after I made this decision that I'm still kind of unsure of.
Thank you so much.
That's what
That church hug. Everybody know what that church hug is. You know what they mean when you get that church hug, But what Tia Murray did to Corey, treated that man like trash, and then bashed him, talked shit about him on social media. But he never once said anything back. He never once clapped back. What did he do? Silence speaks 1,000 words. Silence will shut anything down. Just like what happened in my marriage. Ex-wife shared with her family and friends what I did. What were the offenses? All the offenses that you claim had nothing to do with anything that was on the lines of divorce. See, individuals will have a hidden agenda. And everybody gets a turn. It was just my turn to go through those things. I dealt with it 2 mild heart attacks. I dealt with it. Being homeless, I dealt with it. But never again will I travel down those roads with a broken individual that has not dealt with their past and healed from it.
You know, on her show, she had said so many things. She went through her ups and downs there, kind of going through the flow with friends. But she said that she still wants to actively be married.
I just feel like I have this beautiful house. I have a beautiful career. I have amazing kids. But the one thing that I don't have is love. And that's the one thing that I want more than anything.
So
you had love, but you threw it away. Let me just say this to the ladies. You can have a good man and throw it away because you never had one. Now, it's okay to say you never had one. Are you willing to learn how to keep one? Are you willing to learn how to love one? Are you willing to learn how to receive? Not every man is bad. Now, maybe the ones that you choose is bad, but not every man is bad. And we're seeing a lot of women choosing bad men. And then when those bad men do what they do, now you want to blame all men.
I don't want to be alone, So when I'm going through these challenges, sometimes you want to go back. The only person that I ever loved in my life was my ex.
Okay.
And you messed that up. You single-handedly destroyed that. Just like my ex-wife, single-handedly destroyed it. Now I understand how a large number of women feel when they say that they find themselves fighting for their marriage and they getting treated like trash. You will never understand what a person has been through until you've walked a mile in their shoes. Not to say that I've doubted a large number of women, no. But now when I hear the stories and I share my stories, most are blown away because it's like, that happened to you? It's like, yes. It can also happen to good men. Sometimes good men do good things for the wrong women. Sometimes a blessing can come out of a bad situation.
The problem is that when you are unsure, but you are making decisions as if you're sure, like, going on these dates and throwing yourself out there and kind of like I've always said, allowing certain people to throw Corey under the bus when they come on the show.
But I did know from the other side, if I might say, somebody else was dissatisfied. They weren't working.
No, I know, you're absolutely
right.
right.
One partner makes more money or has more success. There's a gap that is so hard and it can't work out.
Yes.
And you can't have competition. It just does not work.
It changes how you're able to navigate that situation, in the sense that if you wanted to rekindle or if you wanted to fix things, if you wanted to, change things. And ironically enough, this is something that a lot of women do.
A large number of women, they take advice from the wrong people. They listen to the wrong people, okay? Instead of listening to the right people. That's where therapy comes in. You cannot take advice from a woman that is bitter, a woman that can't keep a man, a woman that have relationship issues. Try to give you advice. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Because that individual is going to speak from an emotional place versus speaking from a logical place. Good people ain't built like they used to. You got something good. You have a man that loves his children, that loves that family structure. Well, you got most motherfuckers out here that don't even want that. They run from that. Get your head out your ass. You need to look at yourself. Go get counseling. See, some folk need to have that the real conversation. Just like a large number of women. All these expectations. Kill that noise. You see a man that you like, approach him. Go after him. Real boss chicks will walk beside a good man. We're going to do it together. It's going to be a team thing. 100 on 100.
Women jump out there and make certain decisions when in actuality, all of that post that she said and all the, the plethora of posts that she's had from a long line from before, all prove that the actual problem in that situation didn't seem like it stemmed from Corey, didn't seem like it stemmed from her marriage. It seemed like it stemmed from herself, her own thought process.
Not just that, but her past. Everything that an individual does or behaves or speaks as an adult stems from their past, especially their childhood past. You always have to go back and rewind the tape of where it all began, how it all started. How did we get here? What happened? What was done? What did you see? Where were you at?
I've never dated.
That's right. I've
haven't.
never dated. Corey was my first.
Right. Yes,
Everything.
I know.
I wasn't even allowed to date until I was 18 years old. I met Corey when I turned 20, and I lost my virginity at 25. There. Was that it?
And I want a lot of women out there to know just the other side of situations, right? Divorce is not always going to be the answer. Breaking up your relationship is not going to always be the answer. Sometimes that leads to you feeling, lost or confused or on shaky ground or regretful forever. I talked about it before where, a lot of women have the good, better, best mentality. And sometimes your husband is your best. But when you go through things, the ebbs and flows through life, through different situations, you believe that he is maybe your good and you're going to be able to find better out there.
And that's where the problem comes in, because you won't. See, my ex is not going to find better. You see, will she be able to find a man? Sure. But better? No. The way the world shifts now, when you have something good and the next person you get with doesn't treat you as such, that's when reality gonna set home. Large number of women go through that exact same thing. Large number of men go through that exact same thing. Like, dang, this person does not treat me like that one did. Man, I miss that. I miss the things that individual used to do for me from the kindness of their heart, because they love me and didn't expect anything. Everything that individual did was genuine. It wasn't made up. It wasn't fake. Well, guess what? You opened up a door. Now your ass got to walk through that mother sucker alone. And the cool part about it is, you do not know what's on the other side of that door waiting for you, because you chose to open that door. Be careful of the doors that you open.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God. Last relationship, when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer.
And then for a long time, for years, you end up trying to find, better than him. And what a lot of times ends up happening is that these women end up getting into relationships where they just settle. Because then reality hits them when they go out there in the dating world and men are treating them a certain way. They're like, wait a minute. I really had somebody who was down for me.
Thank you. We see it. We see it and we call this thing out. We all adults here, so we can talk about it. A large number of women have the opportunity, especially if a man leans in with good intentions. This is the killing part. A man could lean in with good intentions and you would friend zone him. You would not give him the time of day. He's respectful. He texts you. He communicates with you in various of ways. But let Pookie and Ray Ray get a hold of you. Oh man, you dropping the panties for Pookie and Ray Ray. You giving Pookie and Ray Ray unlimited cheeks. But when it comes to that good man, they leaned in with good intentions. Fuck about courting. He saw something in you and he would like to make things happen with you. What do? You friend zone him, or you ghost him, or you shame him. But Pookie and Ray Ray, shit, that's right up your alley, shorty. What's wrong with that picture?
I had somebody who loved me. I had somebody who was there for me through thick and thin.
You know, at least I know Tia got my back, you know, to the grave. So I know she's with me, and she knows I'm with her. And that's just, you know, everything's not perfect. You know, marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work.
it
I'm not
is.
here.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here like, you know, everything is bro. You have to work hard, you know, to stay married.
Exactly. Relationships take work. Marriage takes work. You're gonna have some good times, you're gonna have some bad times. My question is, what happens when your faith is being tested? What happens when your relationship is being tested? What happens when your marriage is being tested? What do? How do you move? That's a real question. A large number of individuals can't even answer that. You've been giving yourself to the wrong person. You've been busting it open for the wrong person that didn't give a damn about you. But the one that did give a damn about you, the one that was texting you, hey, good morning, beautiful. How was your day? The one that was trying to communicate with you. Hey, I want to see you. Whether we can go out or you can come over. I just want to spend time with you. That person, you shame. That person, you put in the friend zone. That person, you don't respond to the text messages. You don't respond to the phone calls. But when it's Pookie and Ray Ray and Larry and them, you give them your time.
Stay together.
So it's just like, it's a hurtful situation. And a lot of people, like I said before, believe that I have these conversations to gloat about the situation. And it's really not that. I genuinely have these conversations out of love because it's so sad to see women step out there. I've seen it so many times. Okay, I've seen it in real life. I've seen it on social media so many times where women step out there and make these permanent decisions because maybe they're influenced by their homegirls or whatever the situation is, and they stay regretful.
I've seen some situations where you have some women that will sit up there and say, I've been seeing an individual on and off for some time, but now we've been seeing each other more on than off. To me, either A, that's bullshit, or B, that says a lot about your character and who you are. Because ain't no real person gonna be seeing somebody on and off for some time. Unless that person doesn't exist. Unless it's an excuse. We know you got insecurity issues, okay. But see, a large number of women wear that mask. You know, when you look at the TikTok pictures and the Instagram pictures and they got the filters, or they take photos and videos from the waist up. I'm saying it to say that these types of women, they behave this way. You only good for Pookie and Ray Ray. Or you spend more time with your girls. You're getting up in age. It's time for you to start change your mindset on things. You got a person that's coming at you in good faith, respectfully, a good person. But it goes to show that most women like that have never had a good man. They wouldn't know what to do with a good man, because if they did, they would snatch that good man up long time ago.
He's still in my heart, you know? And just to think about someone else feels weird.
Sometimes it's a quiet regret. Sometimes it's a loud regret that's hidden behind, false smiles and trying to prove to everybody how happy you are when you know people who really know you can see that it's eating you up inside.
And that's my ex-wife right there. It's fucking her up inside. And it's something when other people see it. It's like you miss him. He was really good to you. He was good to you and your 4 kids. The things that he did for you, them other niggas out there ain't gonna do it. They just want to go up in you. I mean, this man over here did the very little things to put a smile on your face and made you happy. Because he enjoys putting a smile on your face. He enjoys doing good things for the person that he is with. Never cheated on you. Never stepped out of a relationship. Never stepped out of the marriage. Look forward to coming home. You got men, but there's women out there that would appreciate a good man like that. But you had it, but you fumbled it. You threw it away. You self-sabotage. Until this day, no apology, no nothing. But when you alone in your bedroom and the doors is closed at night, them skeletons come out that closet and chase you all around the room. If you think you lonely now, wait until tonight.
And more, it just shows that he seems to be the one that's cool, calm, and collected. And she seems the one to do things for other people.
I'm not against you, ladies. I'm with you. But at the same time, we got to kill this division. We got to find our way back to love. We got to find our way back to us. We got to find our way back to team. It takes one to know one. Subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. It's your boy Big Truck right back at you.